Welcome back. You're still watching the game. Still with us are, there's been some negotiations going on.
Yes.
Gilas Greats.
Let's edit that.
Gilas Filipinas Veterans. Gilas Greats is what they want. Gabe, Norwood, and Ranidel de Ocampo, and soon-to-be legends, according to Ranidel.
Pag-retired na lahat, legends na daw.
Okay, since we're talking about labels, greats, legends, you're also ambassadors.
Yeah.
Now let's get to that, the fun part of that. That's a pretty different role from what you guys are used to, right? So tell me about the life of being an ambassador and going around and promoting everything.
First down.
Very proud. So kahit naman di kami ambassador, we always support Gilas.
Of course.
Always there. So why not? Dito na kami, ambassador. Mas makakasupport pa kami mabuti officially. So at the same time, natutuwa kami kasi kami yung parang naging isa sa mga muka nitong World Cup. So, yun, maging by example kami. So, yun siguro yung gagawin namin.
Well, Gabe, you guys were practically already ambassadors in 2014 when you guys made that World Cup. How does it feel now that same group, that same team is still promoting the game in a different way, but this time with the World Cup being here in the Philippines?
Yeah, it's definitely an honor, and I think it speaks to our group and kind of the chemistry that we had, on and off the court, and how we were able to draw fans in and feel like they were going on the journey with us. And hopefully that we can continue to do that in this role. Whether it's myself or Del or the rest of the group, it's kind of cool that they got all of us, not just individuals, to represent the country.
Right. Well, I mean, no matter what, you're already ambassadors, right? Yeah. Whether it's officially or unofficially, you've been associated, you've been the faces of Gilas Filipinas, obviously. But the difference here now is that you're alongside some international ambassadors too. How does that feel? And have you been able to, let's say, communicate with them? Have you had interactions with some of the international ambassadors? And if you've had, tell us some stories kung meron na kayo nakausap ng mga international ambassadors.
Personally, I haven't had any communication yet. I know we have some plans here this weekend coming up where we should be crossing paths. And Carmelo was here for the last window that passed for FIBA. So I was able to be at the game, but he wasn't able to speak. But just being alongside those names, those greats in terms of international basketball is pretty cool to have ourselves right up there with them.
And of course, those names, of course, are Luis Scola, Carmelo Anthony, and Pau Gasol, who will be the global ambassadors for the upcoming FIBA Basketball World Cup. Dahil anong pinaka-exciting part of being an ambassador so far in terms of yung mga activities ninyo, mga ginagawa ninyo? I know that this is probably the most exciting interview you've ever done. Pero in terms of yung duties nyo so far, what has been the most fulfilling para sa'yo?
I think yung makipag-interact kami sa mga tao. So mas nagiging parang malapit kami sa mga kababayan natin, nagiging mas lalo silang excited sa darating na World Cup. So yun naman talaga yung gusto namin mangyari. Mas lalo silang maging interesado at para lalo silang makasuporta sa ating team.
I think Rich and Ho will have a say, and I think she will. What? What do you mean most exciting? I think she's gonna come out any moment and just like
Gretch, I'm taking this one. No, it's mine.
Okay, so what are we looking forward to as ambassadors? And my question also is, does it make you miss, the whole Gilas experience also, now that you are fulfilling a different role? And also, alongside that, if you may, was there any hesitation also on your part?
For me personally, no hesitation at all when it came to being an ambassador and being just a part of this whole event. The experience, knowing how much fun it is to host a FIBA event here in Manila. Can only imagine how much bigger it will be at the world stage. But for me, I mean, from a distance, I'd like to say I don't miss it, but I'm sure when the tournament starts and the game is flowing and we're in the arena, we'll get the itch to get back out there. But our time has passed. We're the greats. We're not the players. We're the greats, right? So we've got to put full support for Gilas moving forward.
Ranidel, nakita namin yung mga highlights kanina of the 2013 FIBA Asia, where kung saan nag-qualify tayo for the FIBA Basketball World Cup. And when you see yung excitement noon, and the fact that the entire basketball world will now experience yung Filipino passion for the game, how excited are you for the teams that are going to come here to visit?
Siguro katulad din nung FIBA Asia nung nag-host tayo. Yun yung talagang maituturing natin na main event na nangyari sa Philippine basketball in this past decade. So nakabalik tayo ng World Cup dahil nag-host tayo. So hindi natin alam, baka ngayon nag-host ulit tayo. So baka mas maganda yung ipakita natin at manalo tayo.
Tears in your eyes. We just saw there as the highlights rolled of that win. That win
Never
against
gets
South
old,
Korea.
right?
Never
Never
gets
gets
old.
old.